We have really missed you guys.
We took a break. What does the break look like for you?
It's called a prayer and fast, and I think a lot of times the prayer side of it just wasn't that important to me.
Right.
Because I think sometimes we pray about something and we might pray about it a couple times, but then we kind of stop praying about it.
I do.
And then weeks or months or years go by or whatever, and God actually answers that prayer, but we don't recognize that He did. How much I look for satisfaction in things and sweets. Praying about, okay, what is next for the ministry? And He has given us the download on what is next. And it is amazing. You guys are gonna wanna tune in.
Hey, I'm Travis.
And I'm Adele.
And we are The Noble Marriage. We hope that through our channel, you will be inspired and motivated so that your marriage will be all that God created it to be. Hey, and welcome back.
We have really missed you guys. I know it doesn't seem like you haven't been seeing us because we've had videos being posted over the last several weeks.
We took a break. What does the break look like for you?
You know, from October 1st through December 31st, our goal was to do a video a day for 5 days a week. And then we would take Saturday, Sunday off. And we were ready for the challenge. And the whole reason we did that was because we wanted to get a lot of content out there for you guys to digest and really go in and pick what you want to listen to. And it was so challenging.
It was. It became so daunting. And we are part of the marriage collective with WinShape. There's another married couple there that they do YouTube full time. And they asked us, are you doing one video a day? Have you not got burned out with that?
We were like, we haven't started yet. And we learned so much. I learned about editing and
a lot about editing.
Different ways to edit, and we learned how to video together.
Sit with the right posture.
Right? You guys have been so gracious and just pointing out little things to us that really make a difference in impacting and getting our message out there. Because, sometimes we don't think about everything.
No. Especially the coffee cups in your face when you learn that.
Yeah, so I have a different one today, and I'm drinking passion fruit green tea, and it is amazing. But anyways, so come January 1st, we were starting a fast and prayer with our church. It's the church-wide 21-day fast.
Yeah. So we go to Seacoast, which is in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and we wanted to be part of this fast. We've done it in the past, and it worked out good.
Yeah, but I think it's called a prayer and fast. And I think a lot of times the prayer side of it just wasn't that important to me back then. And so this has been an entirely different process.
How has it been different for you? It's been different for me too.
Well, so I chose to fast sugar and sweets. And really, I've done well with that. But what's been really exciting is we're doing a 21-day devotional. And each day there's something about fasting and the reasons why you fast and how God just delights in you just wanting to get closer to Him and be present with Him, and just how prayer is answered and all of that has just been the coolest experience.
I like how every single one, there's a different instance about someone fasting.
Yeah, in the Bible.
And there's a result that was attached to when it talked about someone fasting. There was some type of result or a breakthrough that came from the fasting. And so I wanted to ask you, given that, have you seen breakthroughs?
Oh man.
With your fasting?
So I initially started the fast with, I think, 8 prayers. And they're pretty specific. They're things that we're praying about that God really give us direction in this ministry. Like, what does this ministry look like for the rest of the year? And then there's like all different categories that I've really been like broadening my prayers around all kinds of things. But like the first day, because I wrote down those prayers, I just had this idea. I was like, it would be really cool to do a journal of my prayers every day so that I could keep track of like, what is God answering? Because I think sometimes we pray about something and we might pray about it a couple times, but then we kind of stop praying about it.
I do.
And then weeks or months or years go by or whatever, and God actually answers that prayer, but we don't recognize that he did because we're over here now. We forgot about that prayer. And so...
Which does not build your faith.
Right, exactly.
There's no way that could build your faith.
Exactly. So anyways, I was like, that would just be really fun. So on the first day, it was all about how God is faithful. And I ended up writing out, he is faithful in like bold letters right here. And it just like sparked this, I think I want to learn a new like calligraphy style and play with my handwriting for this journal. And so what I've done is each day I picked like a theme and I would write it out in like big bold letters, and it just kind of summarizes what I was praying about and what I learned in our devotional.
Yeah.
And it's been so impactful for me. Like, I've watched God answer multiple specific prayers that we've been praying about. And I'm actually able to look and see, well, how many days of prayer and fasting did that happen in? And then it's like, oh my gosh, it was 2 days. And then it was 1 day. And then like a week went by. And so it's just like, it's been amazing for me.
That is so cool.
I am getting so much out of it. And like one thing I just want to share that I really got that just sticks with me so much is how much I look for satisfaction in things and sweets. Like, I just didn't even realize how much I enjoyed that dopamine effect, that high of, it just tastes so amazing.
And a whole bowl of ice cream, there's so much happiness in that.
There is,
Especially
it's like a hug. Yeah. So one of my favorite parts of what God has really shown me is through a story of Jacob and Esau. So Esau was away, and I don't remember how long, but when he came home, he was very, very hungry. And Jacob had this like
a
stew that was ready for him.
It must have been a good stew.
And he had been scheming this. So he must have known that his brother would give in to something like that. So I love the way he puts this in the devotional. He said, first of all, it's Genesis 25:19 through 34, where it talks about Esau and how he had such a great hunger that he gave up everything for immediate satisfaction in his belly. And then it says he traded away his lifelong gift in order to satisfy his short-term appetite.
Yeah, which was his birthright. He's the firstborn, and back then, the firstborn would get blessed by the father of the birthright for the entire family line. And Esau was the first one, and so that would have been given to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is a big deal. Like,
huge.
That's something...
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gave it up over a bowl of stew. And then I just had to ask myself, like, where do I give in to that immediate satisfaction, or where he says the short-term appetite? Like, where do I do that in my own life? And I was able to see, like, I have goals for myself and fitness and health and where I want to be. I sabotage myself for that like
I do
instant gratification that's so short term, and I give up like the long term thing that I really wanted or wanted to do or accomplish.
It's so interesting. When I first read that story, I have this judgment toward Esau.
Right.
And like, how could he do that? And that's stupid and that makes no sense. And when you put it in that light, like that's me. That's me. I do that. Like,
Yeah.
I do that with silly things where I agree with you. I have this vision of my life, who I'm determined to be, and these choices, they're either going to get me there or derail me.
Right.
And sometimes I'll pick the one that will derail me just for that short term,
instant
gratification that's really not real or lasting.
Not. Well, I mean, I think about the world right now, and we live in a world that is short-term satisfaction.
Yeah, it is.
Like I can order something on Amazon and it's here in a day or two. And for a lot of places, 30 minutes.
Yeah, some parts of the world almost immediately. Yeah.
Because they have the drones now that can deliver. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am that way. I mean, I just looked at Walmart delivery and I was like, I have to wait till Wednesday next week? No, I'll just go to the grocery store. And
the world is all about, I need it now.
Now, yeah.
And there's an impatience whenever I can't get it now.
Yeah, and I realized that for myself. And so my words for that day is to be satisfied in you alone.
Oh, that's good.
And just really look to the Lord during this time of like being 100% satisfied in just everything and being happy and loving my life. And I just feel like through that, I've just been so much more present and available, and just like each and every moment, I think that I've been able to be satisfied in. And it's just so neat because I've never experienced that before.
Yeah, I have had mixed things happen with me during my fasting. It's been really good and interesting. It has, it's not something that I've really done before. In the past, I have fasted social media. I fasted coffee, I think one time. I fasted, I think when I drank sweet tea, I fasted that one time. But I didn't really apply any biblical things to it or any prayer to it. It was more along the lines of, I'll just take this time frame to stop doing something that that I want to probably do less of in my life. And this particular time, I'm doing sugar and sweets along with you. And I'm not really having that big of a deal with it. I have a little bit where I feel like I need to eat something.
Like
Yeah.
That hit the spot.
And luckily I've been able to satisfy that with things like fruit and prunes and things like that.
Yeah.
However, that's not really it. My issue is I am coming alongside Adelle. Adelle is having what I would consider a mountaintop experience with God, where you have been really resting with God and He's filled you up. And when I talk to you, you have all these great things to say about what you're getting. I'm having a different experience where I feel like I'm doing a lot of like work to be in God's presence, and I'm not feeling it as much. Or maybe I'm comparing myself to you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'm comparing myself to you're getting this and I should be getting something different than what I'm getting. That could be it.
Maybe.
So I'm saying that to say I'm not as satisfied as I feel like I should be in this, which you should all over the place.
Right.
Right? As I'm talking, I'm coaching myself too.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that awesome?
it is. So that's been my experience, is not that I'm not getting anything out of it. I really am. One is I'm not eating sugar or sweets, and that's a benefit because I was eating a lot of sugar and sweets.
We were. And,
Ever since October, Halloween.
I know. It just was like Halloween off, like we fell off our plan. Our plan was to just not eat much sugar at all because we just do so much better. Our bodies are better and less pain and inflammation and all that.
And to give you a reference, we're recording this in the middle of January. So starting in October, we started eating a good bit of sweets all the way through Christmas. And
that pumpkin candy corn got me. I think I ate 2 whole bags.
But this could be a codependency because I was also buying it for you.
Right?
Enabling.
Yeah.
Enabling your addiction to candy corn.
I do love pumpkin candy corn. Pumpkin candy corn.
Yeah, I don't care for it at all.
So also during this time, we've been praying about, okay, what is next for the ministry? And God, like, which road do you want us to go down? There's so many different ways that we can take the ministry. And I really feel like he has like given us the download on what is next. And it is amazing. You guys are going to want to tune in. We are still in the process of digesting everything that he's laying on our hearts. And we're just really excited to bring that to you. So we're not announcing what it is just yet. You're going to have to stay tuned for it. But it is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So we've had a few of you ask us, what are some ways that you can support the Noble Marriage Ministry? And if God lays it on your heart that you want to support us in some way, please reach out to us because there are so many different ways that you can support our ministry. And one of the specific things is telling your friends about our channel and sending them to come check out our content because that is how we are going to reach more marriages all over the world. And that is what we're truly passionate about. And then if you wanted to give financially, we did add a link below because we've had several people ask us. And so thank you so much for considering that and really listening to what the Lord has for our ministry.
And thank you for all those that have already reached out to us and supported us in many different ways.
Yes, all kinds of different ways.
Such a blessing to us.
It really is. And so thank you so much for watching this video and subscribing to our channel. We appreciate you guys so, so much. Join us next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Ow! Ah! Goodbye.
You're not finished yet. If you found value in this video, please like and comment and let us know what you found value in. We want you to join our community of awesome, like-minded people. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll receive motivational videos that will impact your life and inspire you to be your best self. Speaking of inspirational, there are 2 videos we've attached here for further resources. So thank you for your engagement and joining our community.